Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss few MCQs from digestion and absorption. Please pause the video when you see an MCQ, try to attempt the MCQ and then proceed forward to see the answer and the discussion. Which of the following gastric cells indirectly help in erythropoiesis? Goblet cells, mucus cells, chief cells or parietal cells? So the correct answer is option D, parietal cells. Erythropoiesis is the process of production of RBCs. In adult humans, RBCs are produced in red bone marrow. We have stem cells which are precursor cells, and from these stem cells, after steps of erythropoiesis, finally mature RBCs are formed. Millions of RBCs are produced which require lots of nutrients like iron, vitamin B12, folic acid. If these nutrients are not provided in adequate amount, erythropoiesis is affected. There is ineffective erythropoiesis and it can also result in anemia. Iron is required for hemoglobin synthesis and vitamin B12 is required for synthesis of DNA. Both are necessary for effective erythropoiesis. Going back to the MCQ, parietal cells secrete hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor. Hydrochloric acid converts ferric ion to its ferrous form. Ferrous ion is easily absorbed, hence hydrochloric acid increases absorption of iron. Intrinsic factor is necessary for absorption of vitamin B12. If intrinsic factor is absent, if someone's parietal cells do not secrete intrinsic factor, then vitamin B12 cannot be absorbed in their GIT. This leads to anemia, and this anemia due to deficiency of intrinsic factor is known as pernicious anemia. Let's look at the other options. Option A is goblet cells. They are present in mucosa of small intestine. Goblet cells secrete mucus which helps in lubrication and also protection of the intestinal mucosa. Second option is mucus cells. They are present in mucosa of stomach and secrete mucus. Again, same lubrication of chyme and protection of gastric mucosa. Third option is chief cells. They secrete pepsinogen which is converted to active pepsin in presence of hydrochloric acid. Pepsin is needed for digestion of proteins. Next question. Which one of the following terms describes human dentition? A. Pleurodont, monophyodont, homodont. B. Thecodont, diphyodont, heterodont. C. Thecodont, diphyodont, homodont. Or D. Pleurodont, diphyodont, heterodont. So the correct answer is B. Thecodont, diphyodont, heterodont. Thecodont means that teeth are embedded in the socket of jaw. Diphyodont means that we have two sets of teeth, temporary teeth followed by permanent teeth. Heterodont means that we have different types of teeth like incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So the correct option is option B. Next question. Which cells of Krebs of Lieberkühn secrete antibacterial lysozyme? A. Argentafin cells, B. Paneth cells, C. Zymogen cells or D. Kupffer cells. So the correct answer is option B. Paneth cells. Krebs of Lieberkühn are present between the villi of small intestine. Paneth cells are present in the Krebs and they secrete lysozyme. Lysozyme is also present in the saliva. It has antibacterial activity. Let's look at the other options as well. Argentafin cells are present in different parts of gastrointestinal tract like stomach, small intestine, appendix. They secrete serotonin. As a neurotransmitter in GIT, serotonin results in contraction of smooth muscles of GIT and it also plays a role in digestion of food. Zymogens are proenzymes that are inactive when secreted and are converted to active form. Example, pepsinogen, trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidases are zymogens and cells which secrete them are called as zymogen cells. Kupffer cells are macrophages. They have phagocytic function. This is an example of a hepatic lobule. It has a central vein and hepatic cells lined in cords in the lobule. In between the lines of the hepatic cells are sinusoids Kupffer cells are present in the sinusoids. Baby boy aged 2 years is admitted to play school and passes through a dental checkup. The dentist observed that the boy had 20 teeth. Which teeth were absent? A. Incisors, B. Canines, C. Premolars, D. Molars. So the correct answer is C. Premolars. The boy's age is 2 years, so he has temporary teeth. Permanent teeth start appearing between 6 to 7 years of age. Formula for temporary teeth is 2102, 2 incisors followed by 1 canine, no premolars and 2 molars. So premolars are absent in temporary teeth. Therefore the answer is C, premolars. And formula for permanent teeth is 2123. Next question. Which of the following options best represent enzyme composition of pancreatic juice? So let's look at the options one by one and try to find the answer. Option A has amylase, peptidase, trypsinogen and renin. Option A is wrong because renin is present in gastric juice of infants. It is not present in the pancreatic juice. Next, option B, amylase, pepsin, trypsinogen and maltase. Option B is also wrong because pepsin is present in the gastric juice. It is converted from pepsinogen. It is not an enzyme of the pancreatic juice. Option C, peptidase, amylase, pepsin and renin. This option is also wrong because pepsin and renin both are enzymes of gastric juice. So the correct option is option D, lipase, amylase, trypsinogen and procarboxypeptidase. All four are enzymes present in the pancreatic juice. Next question. Which of the following guards the opening of hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum? A. Ileocecal valve, B. Pyloric sphincter, C. Sphincter of Oddi or D. semilunar wall. Correct answer is C. Sphincter of Oddi. Let's recap the duct system. Gallbladder opens into the cystic duct. Right and left hepatic ducts arise from the liver and they join to form the common hepatic duct. The common hepatic duct and the cystic duct join to form common bile duct. Common bile duct then joins with the pancreatic duct to form hepatopancreatic duct, which opens into the duodenum and the opening is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. Let's look at the other options. Ileocecal valve is present at the junction of ileum and cecum. Pyloric sphincter is present between the stomach and the duodenum. There are two sphincters related to the stomach. The end where the esophagus opens into the stomach is guarded by the gastroesophageal sphincter, and the pyloric end where stomach opens into the duodenum is guarded by the pyloric sphincter. And lastly, semilunar walls. They are not related to the gastrointestinal system. Semilunar walls are present where the pulmonary artery and the aorta begins. They prevent backflow of blood from the pulmonary artery and the aorta into the ventricles. Next question. In the stomach, gastric acid is secreted by A. Parietal cells, B. peptic cells, C. acidic cells or D. gastrin secreting cells. So the correct answer is option A, parietal cells. Parietal cells or oxyntic cells secrete hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor. Next question. Which of the following statement is not correct? A. Brunner's glands are present in submucosa of stomach and secrete pepsinogen. B. Goblet cells are present in mucosa of intestine and secrete mucus. C. Oxyntic cells are present in the mucosa of stomach and secrete hydrochloric acid. Or D. Acini are present in pancreas and secrete carboxypeptidase. So the answer is A. Brunner's glands are present in submucosa of stomach and secrete pepsinogen is false. Brunner's glands are present in the submucosa of duodenum and they secrete alkaline fluid which is rich in mucin. Secretions of Brunner's glands along with bicarbonates protect the mucosa of the small intestine and also provide alkaline pH in the small intestine for optimal enzyme activity. Pepsinogen is secreted by peptic or chief cells in the stomach. Next question. Gastric juice of infants contain A. Maltase pepsinogen renin, B. Nuclease pepsinogen lipase, C. Pepsinogen lipase renin, D. Amylase renin pepsinogen. So the correct answer is option C, pepsinogen, lipase and renin. Gastric juice contains pepsinogen, which is secreted by chief cells or peptic cells. It also contains hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor, which are secreted by parietal or oxyntic cells. Mucus, which is secreted by mucous neck cells. Some amount of lipases are present in the gastric juice. And renin is a proteolytic enzyme present in the gastric juice of infants. It breaks down proteins present in milk. So next question, the primary dentition in humans differ from permanent dentition in not having one of the following type of teeth: A. Canine, B. Premolars, C. Molars, D. Incisors. So the correct option is option B, premolars. The formula for primary teeth is 2102. There are no premolars in primary teeth. Next question. The enzyme that is not present in Succus entericus is A. maltase, B. nuclease, C. nucleosidase or D. lipase. Succus entericus is intestinal juice which is secreted by the cells of mucosa of small intestine. It contains enzymes like dipeptidases, disaccharidases like maltase, sucrase and lactase, lipases, nucleosidases and nucleotidases. So the correct answer is option B, nuclease. Enzyme nuclease is present in pancreatic juice. Nucleic acids are broken down to nucleotides by the enzyme nuclease. Nucleotides are then broken down to nucleosides by the enzyme nucleotidases. And then nucleosides are broken down to nitrogenous base and sugars by the enzyme nucleosidases. So again, enzymes nucleotidases and nucleosidases are present in Succus entericus and the enzyme nuclease is present in pancreatic juice. Next question. Anxiety and eating spicy food together in an otherwise normal human may lead to A. indigestion, B. jaundice, C. diarrhea or D. vomiting. So the correct answer is option A, indigestion. Indigestion is a feeling of fullness when food is not properly digested. It can be due to inadequate enzyme secretion, anxiety, food poisoning, overeating or eating spicy food. Next question. Two friends are eating together on a dining table. One of them suddenly starts coughing while swallowing some food. This would have been due to improper movement of A. diaphragm, B. neck, C. tongue or D. epiglottis. So the correct answer is option D, epiglottis. Epiglottis is a cartilaginous flap present on the opening of larynx, that is the glottis. While swallowing, epiglottis moves and covers the opening of larynx and food or water pass into the esophagus. It prevents entry of food or water into the larynx. Next question. Which one of the following is correct matching of the site of action on the given substrate, the enzyme acting upon it, and the end product? Let's look at the options one by one. In option A, site is duodenum and triglycerides are converted to monoglycerides by the enzyme trypsin. This option is incorrect because trypsin is a proteolytic enzyme. It breaks down proteins. Triglycerides are converted to diglycerides and monoglycerides by the enzyme lipase. Option B says in small intestine, starch is broken down into disaccharide by the enzyme amylase. This appears to be the correct answer. In small intestine, pancreatic amylase breaks down starch into disaccharides. Option C says in the small intestine, proteins are broken down into amino acids by the enzyme pepsin. This option is also incorrect because pepsin is secreted in the gastric juice. It is not present in the small intestine. In the small intestine, proteins, proteoses and peptones are broken down into amino acids by the enzyme trypsin, chymotrypsin and carboxypeptidase. And finally, option D says in stomach, fats are converted to micelles by enzyme lipases. This option is also incorrect. In stomach, fats are converted to diglycerides and monoglycerides by the enzyme lipases. Emulsification of fat, that is formation of micelles, is done in small intestine with the help of bile. Next question, match the following structures with their respective location in organs. Column A has 4 options: crypts of Lieberkühn, Glissen's capsule, islets of Langerhans and Brunner's glands. And column B has organs like pancreas, duodenum, small intestine and liver. So what do you think is the correct answer? So the correct answer is option 3. It says A, crypts of Lieberkühn are present in small intestine, which is right. They are present in between the villi. B, Glissen's capsule is present in liver, which is also right. Glissen's capsule is the covering of the hepatic lobules. C, islets of Langerhans are present in pancreas. Yes, there are islets of Langerhans in the pancreas. They have 4 types of cells. 2 types are alpha cells and beta cells, which secrete glucagon and insulin, and other types of cells are also present in islets of Langerhans. And D, Brunner's glands are present in duodenum. This is also correct. Brunner's glands are present in the submucosa of duodenum. So option 3 is the right answer. Next question. Identify the cell whose secretions protect the lining of gastrointestinal tract from various enzymes. 1 chief cells, 2 goblet cells, 3 oxyntic cells or 4 duodenal cells. Mucus protects the lining of gastrointestinal tract from excoriation. In stomach, mucus is secreted by mucous neck cells, and in small intestine, mucus is secreted by goblet cells. So in the given options, option 2 goblet cells is the correct answer because it secretes mucus which protects the lining of the gastrointestinal tract. The other options contain chief cells which secrete pepsinogen and oxyntic cells which secrete hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor. Next question. Identify the correct statement with reference to human digestive system. 1. Ileum is a highly coiled part. 2. Vermiform appendix arises from the duodenum. 3. Ileum opens into the small intestine. Or 4. Serosa is the innermost layer of the alimentary canal. So the correct answer is option 1. Ileum is a highly coiled part. Let's look at the other options as well. Option 2 is wrong. Appendix arises from cecum. Appendix does not arise from duodenum. Option 3 is also incorrect. Ileum is a part of small intestine and it opens into the large intestine which begins at the cecum. Option 4 is also incorrect. Serosa is the outermost layer of alimentary canal, not the innermost layer. So the correct answer is option 1. Ileum is a highly coiled part. Next question. The enzyme enterokinase helps in conversion of 1. Casinogen into casein, 2. Pepsinogen into pepsin, 3. Protein into polypeptides, or 4. Trypsinogen into trypsin. So the correct answer is option 4. Trypsinogen is an inactive enzyme which is secreted by the pancreas. In the small intestine, it is converted into active trypsin by the enzyme enterokinase. Enterokinase is secreted by mucosal cells of small intestine. So this brings us to the end of the video. Do provide your feedback in the comments section and thank you for your patient hearing.